You need to watch this video of Fox News host Jessica Tarlov ripping into Donald Trump live on the air and making her Fox News co-hosts incredibly mad.
So, since Donald Trump ran the first time, he has been making this argument, if they could do this to me, they could do this to you. The average person is not inflating their wealth by $800 million to $2.2 billion. They're not sexually assaulting women. They're not storing classified documents in the toilet. They're not fomenting an insurrection. Mar-a-Lago, you remember the documents?
Let's focus on this case. We can do. We can do a lot.
You always do that.
No, Jessica, you're doing a laundry list.
Really? You can say Judge Edgar on this too.
When we're focused on one topic.
So again, Jessica Tarlov is doing a great job of fending off the Trump sycophants around her. And keep in mind, if any of us did what Donald Trump did, we would experience very similar consequences, probably even worse consequences, because we're not protected by hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. And Republicans are trying to convince people that Donald Trump is being charged in the middle of his presidential campaign. But keep in mind, Donald Trump is running a presidential campaign in the middle of all of his court cases on purpose. It really does seem like every time Jessica Tarlov is on fire, her co-hosts start to talk over each other and cut her off in an attempt to divert attention away from the points that she's making and try to reroute it and make it seem like Biden is just as bad. But here's another clip of Jessica Tarlov going off on her co-hosts.
But basically, everyone who is defending Donald Trump in this, from Kevin O'Leary to some folks here, is saying it is okay to falsify your business records, to issue false financial statements, to commit conspiracy for insurance fraud. When he goes
again, Jessica Tarlov is completely right. I can't tell if it's more egregious when Trump supporters admit that he committed the crimes but defend him anyways, or when they can't even admit that he committed crimes in the first place. Because I've talked to some Trumpers who think that E. Jean Carroll is lying and who think that Trump actually followed all of the laws in Florida. But some of the more experienced, smarter Trumpers know that he committed these crimes but continue to defend him and try to draw parallels with Joe Biden. Republicans in power even open up investigations in an attempt to make it seem like Joe Biden is just as corrupt as Donald Trump, but these investigations go absolutely nowhere, whereas any investigation into Donald Trump will always turn up some sort of phone call or some document or some breadcrumb trail of evidence showing that he committed these crimes. So in this clip, they're talking about Kevin O'Leary, who's one of the hosts of Shark Tank and who himself is worth about $400 million. And he started freaking out and saying he's pulling all of his business out of New York as soon as Trump and his family were convicted and found guilty of overvaluing their properties and taking out loans against those overvalued properties. So what does it tell you when Kevin O'Leary starts to freak out and pull his business out of New York when they set the precedent that businessmen who commit crimes will be charged? I also think that he's genuinely just such a big fan of Trump that he's doing this in solidarity to show that he's on his side, even though Kevin O'Leary is Canadian and doesn't have a say in American politics either way. I'm Adam Mockler with Occupy Democrats. Like and subscribe for more breaking news content. Thank you.